Hello, Facebook Live. It's Naya Graham again, coming to you from Delphi, Greece. It's been snowing here today. So I did my first Facebook Live yesterday, and today is day number 2. And we're gonna head inside, and we're gonna do a little stretch, a little stretching class. So what I'm calling these classes is Global Body Stretch. And I want to say a little bit about what that is and why. Okay? Okay. So let's go inside. So it feels like right now, is this going? Yeah, it feels like right now there is something new for each one of us to feel, new information for each one of us to receive. And there's various ways we can do that. And so the way that I would like to share this is through movement. And it feels like there's a relevance to the fact that I live in Delphi, Greece. What do I want to say about that? Delphi is a place, obviously, where there's a lot of history. There's a lot of ancient history, as it was the spiritual center of ancient Greece. And it feels like now there is something new for each one of us to experience. So I taught yoga for 20 years. This is not a yoga class. This is not anything I've ever done before. So none of this is scripted. This is all in the moment now movement. And my hope is that people around the globe can tune in and we can all move from the now moment together. Yeah? Okay. So I'm gonna put this here and we're just gonna go for it. Okay, and excuse me, all my technology is very new and basic. Okay. I've got the washer and dryer going, I've got some music, got a fire going. Okay. So it feels like there's a lot going on right now. And we're just gonna move with it. So finding a place, wherever you are, where you can have some space to move. And let's just begin. Let's begin with, can you see me? Let's begin with shaking our thighs. Shaking the thighs and letting all the muscles kind of wiggle and jiggle. Relaxing the jaw. You can even make sound if you like from this jiggle wiggle in your thighs. Letting your butt wiggle. Letting your, if you listened to my video yesterday, your colo wiggle. Just really getting a jiggle and a wiggle in your thighs. Feeling that joint in the jaw, giving it some space. And immediately there's a feeling of opening up to something new. Feeling that across the chest, right? In the collarbones, armpits, maybe even taking your hand and just touching yourself here. Thighs are still jiggling. We can still see my thighs are still jiggling. Hands down the sides like the ribs here. Down the belly. And we're going to take this down. We're going to roll it down into a forward bend. Okay? Stretching out the spine. Letting your head hang. You know, I'm going to go turn that music down. Hold on. It's a little bit loud. I'm still figuring that music thing out. Okay. It's like you're in my living room with me. Okay, so we're gonna just drop the chin to the chest, so we're just gonna roll the spine down. And letting the feet be open. It's kind of like your spine becomes the trunk of an elephant, and you just swing your spine side to side. Swaying your spine side to side. Again, I have no idea if you can see me. Let me see if anyone's commented if you can see me or not. Okay. Anastasia, I see you. Get stretching, girl. Okay, so just letting the spine hang, swaying side to side. And slowly rolling back up, and full body stretch to the sky. And right arm reaches, and left arm reaches. Just reaching skyward. As the left arm reaches, the left leg and foot extends downward towards the earth. You can go one arm up, one arm down. Whole body reach. Again, this is where you start to feel yourself get bigger. Like move beyond the smallness or the limitation. Okay, we're gonna take this to one side. I've got my left foot forward and my right foot back. Heel is off the ground and that back right leg. We come into just a standing lunge position. Again, keeping the jaw here relaxed. Extending the arms. Opening the rib cage, opening the belly, opening the pelvis, and feeling the strong stance of your legs. This feels really good. Like it feels really good through the armpits, underarms. It feels really nice through that front thigh. Like reach through it, like beyond it actually. Beyond the boundaries of the body. And then come back to center, feet out wide. And we're just gonna dip down and up. Arms open. Again, your arms can do whatever they want. You can follow what I'm doing if that feels good. If not, do something else. But again, right now, there's this feeling of getting bigger than just you. Thank God, right? Getting bigger than just where your body ends. But like the beingness of you is huge. Now we're gonna take that to the other side. So right leg is forward, left leg is back. Left heel is lifted off the ground. And again, the legs are strong. They're solid, there's a base. Arms are up, almost as if arms are floating by staying up there. Like I'm not fighting to keep the arms up. The arms are just suspended. Okay? And again, let this feel really good. Open. Expansive. We bring it back to the front. Feet are out to the side, wide. And we squat down. And we hold it here. And you can do like a little pulse. So again, across the thighs, opening. Right, like how good does it feel to have the front of your thighs, the front of your pelvis open? So I'm just seeing if this is actually working. Okay. Okay. Oh, I can bring someone on camera. Ooh, better watch out. Okay. Front of the womb, front of the pelvis. Like, I don't know, it reminds me of like a piece of fruit that you can open. And let's just gently drop down and up. Like if you're sitting on a balloon or one of those big exercise balls and it's really soft and buoyant. Oh, God. Legs wide, legs open. And And we're gonna hold it here, okay? Now, if someone's watching and they're not joining us, I find that really interesting. Okay. Hold it. Feel your muscles actually get a little tired, right? And rise up. Turn your feet in and we're gonna fold forward, like a forward bend. Stretching side to side, so stay down. But stretching from one leg to the next, kind of like a side lunge to one side and a side lunge to the other. And we come back up. And arms up and step the feet together. Okay? Bringing all of your weight onto your left foot. And allow that right leg to just float up. So you're standing on one leg. And you're suspending that right leg to the sky. And grab hold of it if you can. And pull it in close. And just hold and breathe. Keep this left arm up and let that right leg come down. Bring the right arm up, shift your weight onto that right foot, and imagine a string drawing that left knee up. So again, you're not using effort to push or hike that left leg up. It's floating up with ease like you're in the ocean and there's a buoyancy. Okay, so just play with that a few times, dropping that left foot down and lifting it up to whatever height your knee is comfortable going, but that there's a buoyancy, there's a lightness, there's an ease. Like, come on now, really, people, right? Where's the ease? Where's the space? Where's the buoyancy? Right now, in our bodies, in our lives, in the moment. And hold it. And if you want, with that other hand, you can grab hold of the knee. And again, feel the strength of this stand. Right now, on earth, wherever you are on the earth. And bring it back down. Arms float out to the sides and interlace them behind your back. And give them a nice squeeze of the shoulder blades together. Opening the clavicles here through the chest. And opening up that chest, and then soften your knees a little bit. And then we're going to just bend forward. Literally letting those arms come up and over your head. Rinsing over your head. You can keep your knees bent if you like. Okay, do what feels good on your lower back. Oh, it feels good. Press into the feet, and again, it's like you're buoyant to rise up. You're not efforting to come up. Float that chest, that heart open, and do it again. It's like a dive. You're diving back into the ocean. It's like your shoulders are a sponge, and we're rinsing them out. And there's that buoyancy, like, like you bob back up to the top. Okay? Do that one more time. Dive into the ocean. All the way down. And there's that buoyancy to lift you back up. Back up, back up. Shoulder blades drop. And now we go for that back stroke of the arms. Swimming. Again, arms touching the space behind you. And the heart open forward. As you do this, you're shifting your weight from one foot to the other, right? So there is something happening in your hips here, in your waist. Okay, we did this yesterday, right? So if I do it from the front, you can see it's like each lung and each side of the rib cage, and all those places, those ribs connect into the spine and down into the waist. You can even feel this movement, and even into your knees. Okay, and now we bring it forward and we go for that swim again. Right? Can't wait for the summer. And we back it up again. Oh. And like make it luxurious too, like water dripping off the fingertips as the arms go back and forward. And let the head drop. And then change the direction, like do it in another direction. And just keep arms going forward, arms going back, but move in a 360 degree, okay? Now bring the legs up. So as the arms move, the knees lift. Kind of like you're a creature. Right, the creature in you. But really, feel how high can you get your knee, right? Like that's it right there. Like, but again, it's buoyant. You're not going, ugh, and holding in all those hip flexors. There's a buoyancy, boop, boop, and the arms go. Like you're, I don't know, some kind of animal. I can't believe I'm doing this movement right now on a Facebook Live. It's really funny. And go back and go forward. Or like run around your house like this. No, just kidding. Okay, just a little bit longer with this, okay? It feels really good to get those knees high, right? I'm getting a little out of breath, like personally. Okay, keep going, whatever direction you want. And then bring it all the way down. Arms down, legs down. And we go into hip circles, okay? Let's actually bring the feet in not so wide, so the feet a little bit wider than hip width. And let your knees bend a little bit. Let me see if I can back up. And circle these hips. I want to say circle these hips, mama. But again, every movement we do has a gliding action to it, has a smoothness to it, has a buoyancy in it, has a fluidity in it, okay? Yeah, like, I don't know what to say there. Bring your arms into this, okay? So what I want to say is there's a feeling that there is some kind of exchange of information between your body and the earth, your body and what's around you. Like I look out this window and I see the mountains. So there's an exchange here. So it's not just you in a capsulated body, separate from everything else, like no communication. There's a communication happening through your body and with the space around you, with the environment around you, okay? So that just makes this movement want to turn into something big, okay? Right? So we're gonna go with it. Okay, so I'm not doing any movement right now that's structured or particular. There's no structured form to it. I'm just moving as if I was in this glidey, slidey, fluid, planet. Okay? And if you're just sitting here spectating, see if you can even in that position feel some kind of fluid glide motion, right? between you, inside your body, inside the fluids of your body, inside the fluids of your cells, inside the fluids of the earth, and just move with it right. Again, the buoyancy of the knees rising up, the buoyancy of the arms floating up and down, the backstroke swim, right? Make it your own, but make it big and make it limitless, and let the movement move beyond just the boundary of your body, okay? Like right now, if I tried to go into a structured pose, it would feel really painful and really limiting right now because it feels really free right now. Okay? Okay. So, from here, we're gonna take it down. We're gonna go into a squat. I'm gonna take this camera with me, otherwise you won't be able to see. Probably won't be a very attractive view, but who cares? Okay. Coming down into a squat. Oh God, squat feels really good. And in whatever variation is comfortable for you, right? If you can't get your heels down, fine, don't put them down. But again, we're just kind of rocking side to side. So all of this movement is very fluid. That's the key word here. Fluid, fluid, fluid. Not held, not stuck, not frozen. Not frozen in time, not frozen in history, not frozen in our past, none of that. Okay? So you're down here. So just like we did that creature crawl standing up, we're gonna do it on the ground. And you're just gonna crawl out, and you're gonna crawl back. You're gonna crawl out, and you're gonna crawl back. I'm getting hot, maybe because I'm nervous, I don't know. Crawl out, crawl back, crawl out, and crawl back. Now, if you want to come into what's called a plank in this, do that. So you crawl out, you come into a plank. You can rock again, forward and back in this position. Right? It feels good to put weight in the arms. It just feels good to work the muscles of the arms, forward and back. And now walk it back again into a forward bend. Woo! And come into that elephant trunk sway again. And again. Walk forward into your plank. I want to see if anyone just said something. No? Okay. And then walk back again. Anastasia, I hope you're doing this and not just watching. And forward again. Even if you're in your office. Okay, now hold in your plank and just hold it. If you need to put your knees down, put your knees down. If you need to put your knees down and come up, do that. But there's something that feels really freaking satisfying about feeling the hands, the arms, the strength up through the shoulders and the chest, and it makes me want to swear. Okay. And we're going to lower down to the ground in whatever way you want. Oh, that feels good. Okay. So just like little kids would do sitting in the grass, knees are wide, and you windshield wiper your legs side to side, right? Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Feeling that fluid freedom motion in the hips, in the femur, the hip bone in your socket, the lower back. And again, there is new information that is in the earth, which is why I want to offer these classes. So we humans can receive, listen to that new information and make new choices. New choices in our lives, in our thoughts, and our actions. Okay, now from here, stay where you are. I'm just turning to the side so you can see. To whatever degree your lower back likes this, just rolling up and rolling down. Okay? Again, we still have that strength in the arms and that strength across the chest, which still feels really satisfying and like full of substance. And we're gently rolling the front of the spine up and down. When you come down, it's nice to put your forehead down. If you want to stay up, stay up. But again, that same feeling of buoyancy, of floating, not huge, strenuous efforting. And from here, lift all the way up, and your hips go back all the way. And just rest here for a moment. Feeling your body, again, bigger than just the boundaries of your physical flesh. Now you can stay here if this feels really yummy, or you can come forward. And again, for some reason today, it feels really good to like feel the strength of the arms. You can come forward and you can go down. And you can push back up, and you can come back into that, what's known as a child's pose, okay? Or just I don't know, we'll come up with another name for it maybe. Come forward. You can even come down however much you want. You can come all the way down, you can come halfway down, okay? Again, there's a buoyancy, there's an ease. There's a spaciousness. The jaw is relaxed, or open rather, not held. And one more time, come all the way forward, knees wide, like you're a kid in the grass, and let your legs rock side to side. Hi, sway. And look at all the dirt on the floor that you need to vacuum. And from here, however you can, roll over onto your back. And bring your knees up. Oh, it feels good. And you know that feeling when you're maybe laying on a raft in a lake, and there's just those really gentle undulations in the spine? That's kind of the feeling right now. A nice fluid spine, undulating spine, a free spine. And float that left leg down to the ground, and float that right knee to your chest. And do whatever you like with that right knee. If you want to rock it, but keeping that spine and occiput, where your skull rests on your spine, all really fluid. The ears, the jaw. Float the left leg up and float the right leg down. Same thing on this side. And even notice if there's a holding or a gripping in your eyeballs. And let the eyes be free. The neurology of the eyes be open and free. And bring the right knee up. Let's extend, that doesn't feel right. Let's float the legs up to the sky and open them out into a nice big V. I will not rotate myself to face you now. And just circle the ankles. Feels really good. Yeah. And bringing the legs back in, float the legs up. Now if you want here, you can put your hands a little bit under your back for some support. And just let one leg drop and one leg lift. And one leg drop and one leg lift. So now it's like we're gently kicking through the water. And all of this can be really smooth and easeful. Glidey, slidey. And again, legs out nice and wide. And circle. From here, let the knees bend, okay, on both sides. Knees drop down to the ground. You can take your hands anywhere. You can take your hands here. You can take your hands here. You can take your hands around your feet. And you can rock it side to side like this. I could say something here, but I won't. Smiling up at the sky. And bring the legs in and feet down to the ground. Let the pelvis float up to the sky and float down. So we're still with that really fluid spine. And all the information that is here. So fluid spine, fluid jaw, fluid face, which means just not held, not tensing, not gripping, not held into the past. And hold it. You can hold it still, or you can hold it and hold it. That's funny. Hold it, but you can still move within it, okay? Sustain, I guess is a better word. Sustain it. Sustain it up. Arms can float up if they like. And here, there's a little bit of a spiral in the chest that can be found. As we come down, knees float up, head floats up. And we rock up and down a few times. All the way up, coming to hands and knees. Hi. And again, back into the pelvis, back into the base, circles. Like honestly, like it's hard not to moan and groan with this one because it just feels really good. Big circles with the pelvis. Bottoms of the feet stay open. Feeling that spiraling motion not only through the tail, but all the way up through that fluid spine, all the way up through the chest, into the shoulders, and changing a direction when you want. You can even get the head into it if you like. And again, just be free with this right now, okay? Palms of the hands open. Come back to center. We're gonna bring this back into a squat from here, but keep that feeling in the spine going, like it doesn't have to stop. It keeps moving as we come back into the squat, right? Keeps moving through the spine. Keeps spiraling, keeps fluiding through the spine. And this will bring into a forward bend again. Hips up. And down. Just a floating of the hips. Up. And down. We're gonna just repeat those few little moves we just did all together now, okay? Or the ones we did before. We're gonna do that creature crawl forward. Hope my belly fat doesn't hang out. Creature crawl forward. Creature crawl back. The whole time there's movement. The whole time. Creature crawl forward. Creature crawl back. One more time. Creature crawl forward. Creature crawl back. And we're gonna bring it up. I'm gonna bring you up with me. Bring it back up to standing. All the way back up. Let the arms rise. And again, in this stance here, there's a feeling that you're huge, you're massive. The being of you is unconfinable. And let the arms swing. And as the arms swing, maybe you shift over onto one foot. Bring the knee up. Again, we're going to do a little free flow here. Swing, knee can lift, or just shift weight. But there's a swinging action with arms and legs. You can go in all directions here, okay? All directions, up, down, right, left, circle, okay? Spiral, all of it. Like if you had a, I don't know, paintbrush or something, right? Sweep of the arm, sweep of the arm. Arms up and then just swing it forward. And there's something really nice, I don't think you can see it, but to come up on your tippy toes just a little bit and then heels drop as everything else goes with it. Like a swoosh. Like that sound when you send a message. Just a few more times. And if it makes you dizzy, just do a smaller version of it. Okay? I never know how to end these things. And just stand here, okay? We're gonna bring this to an end, a close now, but just stand here. Maybe close your eyes and just notice how your body feels. Just notice the bigness, the massiveness, the limitlessness that's here. Love you all. Peace out.